Sometimes I feel like I'm the only one who never knew the truth.
Yeah. I don't know why it
Do you have a
flipped.
laptop?
There.
There you go.
Nice.
But can you see if you can squeeze it so it's going like you get a bigger screen?
Yeah, that's why it's sideways. No, won't do that.
Try it. Just try it. Try it one more time.
Try. All right. Yeah. If I do this.
There you go. Now we're on. See, this is what movie magic is all about. This is crazy. Well, that deserves a joint. Okay, we made it through this. This is Michael Paul Reed. Welcome to the show. It only took us a fucking how long? How many years? Couple years on that one.
I think it's been about 3 years. Yeah, we talked about it at Sidewalk Shindig about 3 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks for taking the plunge into the Bretts with Friends podcast. This is
Love it.
Michael Paul Reed. He's a musician. This is my 149th episode of Bretts with Friends. 5 years, probably over 500 hours worth of content with this show. So we're getting close to having a good marker on this for the 150. So thanks for being the 149. Gets me one step closer.
Congrats to you. If I may, really quick, I just wanted to let you know that I appreciate you having me on here by offering you a
pizza
vinyl.
Oh, wow.
I put your name on there, but I figure I'll get your personal details, like post office box or something, after we get done with the meeting and ship this puppy out to you.
Oh my God, is that a vinyl of your whole record? That's very, very generous of you. Thank you.
We've got those, we've got them made, so.
Congratulations. When'd you come out with it?
That was in 2023 when we released this album right here.
So you were, did you record everything in Silverton, right? Silverton, you live in Silverton? Or that's where I know you from.
Yeah, we're based in Silverton, but we recorded in Portland at Opal Studio with Kevin Hahn over there. And he did a great job. And we're actually on we're working on the second record right now over there too. So
congratulations. That's I want to delve into the record industry because I remember when it popped. I was shooting stuff for X Music, which was a sort of a internet program that I never saw any fucking footage of. I did B-roll for like shooting interviews with Goldfrapp and Rumor Nerds, NERD. Is that Pharrell Williams super group that he made. But I did all this, but that was right. When did the record industry collapse? Was that what was that night? Was that 2008?
Oh, didn't everything pretty much collapse in 2008? Yeah, I mean,
well, there were shimmerings of it though. The record industry is a whole nother ball of wax. I want to get into that, but that song, the Rebel Moon, or what's the song that I saw?
September Moon. September Moon. Yep.
Great song, great video. I love showing you guys play. We're gonna play that at the end of this. So if you stick around and watch Michael's thing off his first album, September Moon. When we end, we'll just have you introduce it, and then we'll go to the video at the end.
Great.
That's awesome. And all that stuff. But I like just being able to see you guys cook. You know what I mean? Just not a lot cut. Just show the music should stand on its own.
Yes.
And and it was really nice. Tyler shot that, was your videographer, did a good job.
Yeah, Tyler Hansen's amazing. He's got like a real estate shooting business now. He's going out and shooting properties and doing really good. And he's great shot in.
He is itching for that drone shot. He was itching for it. He wanted. He was like, they're all just give me the drone shot.
Yep.
Okay, so when did you know that you wanted to be a musician?
Probably the first time I heard "Smells Like Teen Spirit" by Nirvana. That's a typical story, isn't it?
Well, I found out really influential that was right in I was right in the middle of that. That was great. That was like, that hit my generation. I don't know how old I'm about to be. I'm about 56 now. But how old are you?
I'm 44, I believe. Okay. Yeah.
So you're like a generation. So you got a little bit of the sweet stuff. But I knew life before that didn't have cell phones.
Right. Me too.
But yeah. I guess
got my first cell phone when I was 18. working at a radio station. They issued me a cell phone, and I was so excited. It was one of the Nokias.
Nice. I think I got my first cell phone when I was like 28.
About
Poor.
the same, probably close to the same time. Sounds like.
Yeah. So okay. So I'm sorry. I've been. My brain's a little messy because of this time looping stuff I've been doing with this dog people
Yes.
movie stuff. But and so when we start talking about dates, I'm like, because I've been like dating and trying to figure out the dates on some of these things, and
Don't do it.
well, there'll be flashes of something on TV, but there'll also be newspapers in the yard, and I'll try to zoom. So it's all about the same. But like, okay, so did you give us your like your I digress. Let's start over again. This is Breast with Friends podcast now. When did you told me that you got into music very young? What did that look like for you? Do you have brothers and sisters? Were they musically inclined? When did you really push to like, oh, I got to go get a guitar?
Yeah. Well, so first of all, my family situation, and please cut me off if there's something you want to focus on here, but I'll go for a while. I'll just tell you kind of
just go. Yeah, baby.
I'll just go,
Yeah. What's time?
When I was about, well, first of all, I love my parents. They were great. Not to get dark, but I cared for both of them as they, exited this life. So I dealt with the grief of losing basically my whole family.
Well, how old were you when this was happening?
No, that happened several years ago. My mom passed in 2009, and my dad passed in 2015. Yeah, it's 2014. Man, it's a blur. Time, right? Dates. Oh gosh.
Wild shit, dude.
Long time ago. But I wanted to say, first of all, that I loved my parents. I cared for them at the end of their life. I had a great relationship with them. I say that because I'm about to say, my childhood wasn't super normal. My parents were, and I do not have a problem with religious homes. I'm not trying to say like every religious home is like mine, but I grew up in a home where I wasn't really allowed to listen to music, Brett. It was the chamber choir or Beethoven or nothing.
What can I ask? What kind of religion that you grew up in?
Well, they were some very specific sect of evangelical, I would say.
Evangelical Christian.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
So as a child, I had that sort of like sheltered. Like I didn't get to hear music much. So for me, I think it was a different experience when I heard bands like Metallica and Nirvana and Stone Temple Pilots. Pearl Jam.
How did you do? Okay, we'll get back to Nirvana. How did you learn? When did it happen? When was the first? What did you hear? Teen Spirit.
Okay, so
Teen Spirit.
We would go to my grandparents' house, and my grandparents had MTV and VH1 and all that stuff. And at night, I would do the naughty thing. I would put a VHS tape in, and I would hit record, and then you could shut the TV screen off and let it go all night long.
You had to go fucking Jedi on this shit and fucking
sure did.
CIA kind of shit on this.
Yeah. And so when I would get the tapes home, which was a chore too, you'd have to hide it, smuggle it home. When they would go to bed, I had to have volume really low, but I would sneak in there and I would put it in and watch the music. That was my exposure to rock and roll.
When you heard it for the first time, what would you do? Did you like what?
Yeah, blew me away. And I think that's partly how it impacted me so much was I didn't get to hear it for the whole first 10 years of my life, 11 years of my life. And then when I heard it, I was just absolutely blown away. And I knew I wanted to get into music ever since.
Vocally right away, or did you want to sound like that? You said I want to sound like Kurt Cobain.
I mean,
inspired by that. I don't mean like
I did, yeah. And I did, I wanted to write songs more than anything. I just wanted to create the songs that some other young kids someday would hear, and it would inspire them, hopefully. That was kind of my experience.
And are you, when you do your, I want to get to the middle part too after Nirvana, but like when you were doing the music, did you just naturally want to do guitar and vocals, or did you,
Yeah.
and also there's a two-part question. Did you want to how were you influenced by not hearing music to, was that, did ever that make it into your writing of those moment of the of your past, the influences of not having that, or did that work its way in somehow? Like, did you write a story about it in music?
No, no, I haven't written a story about that process at all. I That's an interesting idea, though. I
Did
just
the
what
boy that, the boy that didn't hear a song, or wasn't allowed to hear music or something like that, like to like silence and like a pin drop and like maybe some evangelical or like Christian shit on the TV, and then like they go into the fucking hard guitar.
I think actually that's an interesting point to bring up too. Is uh, my parents watched some like anti rock and roll documentaries, and I would sort of like eavesdrop, and really that was probably the first time I heard rock and roll was
Oh
from them
shit.
watching these like videos about how it's like gonna corrupt the world, and I was like listening, around the corner and hearing
Evil
ACDC, and
shit. Don't listen to it. Here you go.
I want to do that, but yeah, so it was, it was a rocky beginning for me, to become a musician, but it worked out.
So when did you start writing songs, like in vocal?
Immediately,
Like,
immediately. I was
what age
awful.
was that again? Just I keep.
About 12.
Okay, 12. Okay.
Yeah. I think
And
I was.
how did you get your guitar?
Well, there were acoustic guitars around the house, and I would play on them, and I didn't know what I was doing, but I would goof around and try to figure out riffs and stuff.
So did
Got
your
one of
parents
those.
not encourage that at all?
Got one of those right here, actually.
Nice, sweet. You could play. You could, if you want to play along while we talk. You can do a little beep. You can do. If there's something
Yeah.
folks that maybe do like, uh, I can't hear you though. You need to plug in your amp. It's not.
Sorry.
It's not picking up.
Oh no.
No, there. I heard something there.
Maybe this one won't pick up.
Yeah, it's weird like that. Maybe you're good. Maybe acoustic.
Yeah, I got
You might have to
plenty
go
of them,
acoustic, dude. Go acoustic, baby.
man. I got plenty of those.
Ah, nice. Now you're just collecting guitars everywhere now.
Oh yeah, I got a whole rack of them over here. I
And
brought I brought
what makes you
most
choose
of my.
one? What makes you choose one song, one guitar over the other? Just is it different things that one quality has over the other?
Yeah, yeah, it's the sound. Sometimes I collaborate with my engineer, or the band a little bit, but yeah, the song just kind of picks the guitar when we're recording. We'll try a couple of them. Sometimes I'll have a plan, like sometimes there's a song that needs definitely, I feel, a 12 string or something like that on it. And, sometimes it's acoustic, but it just really depends.
That's a trip. That's a trip. And you're on your second. You're in the middle of your second album right now.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so from like 12, you start doing music. Are you playing at bar mitzvahs? Are you? Are
I
you?
got to play at the Michigan
Busking?
State Fair when I was about 14 or so. My parents did encourage it. They didn't really know what I was like going for as much because I was playing, stuff that they would approve of, and I was working on out of the hymnals and stuff. But uh, I think my parents came around when I was about 25, 26 years old, is about when my parents started realizing that I wasn't doing something bad, and they really started supporting my music. And it was really great, really reconciled with them in a lot of ways. And I'm very grateful for that. And they were wonderful people, so.
Yeah, well, that's you're doing God's work when you're taking care of them like that. I'm caretaking right now for my
Oh,
aunt and her and for Fred, her husband.
oh,
It's
well,
dementia and yeah, Oregon City doing that. It's definitely intense, but also life affirming. It hits you on a lot of levels. It's very self-examining, which I've
yep.
re-examined my life in so many different 360-degree versions now. But it's a trip. It's a trip. Life is a trip, man. You got to make get your kicks off now, dude. Because
Yeah.
I'm like that more than
Yeah.
anybody probably. So what are your influences in music? Like how did you did create your own sound? Because I only heard like you play live and then I like the recorded stuff that I just saw, but it was a bluesy, it seems very kind of clean. I don't
Yeah.
a certain temp. I don't know. I didn't know what it was,
I
but
love that.
I liked it.
That's exactly what I want to hear. I love it. I don't want it to be, I like a lot of stuff. I'm a fan. Okay. First of all, good question. I would say though that the only way I can answer that is I'm still working on it, man. Like I'm not. I don't think I've found the sound yet. I'm still, and never will. Hopefully,
Yeah, church is
I'm a
on. Yeah,
fan of some. Pardon.
I get when you're saying that, I was just you're searching for it, and you can maybe feel through the music that's the journey that you're on. Is like, where is this leading me to?
Yeah, I'm a fan of all kinds of music, from Avril Lavigne to Sun Kill Moon to the Pixies. I love the blues. I'm glad you said the blues. I love the blues.
I love
The
it.
Three Kings, man: Albert King, Freddie King, BB King. Stevie Ray Vaughan changed my life. I watched Stevie Ray Vaughan on PBS with my dad. That was one of the cracks in the armor, man. We were sitting there flipping through the channels, and my dad hit PBS, that there was Stevie Ray Vaughan just tearing it up. And he stopped. He looked, he saw how I was reacting.
Yeah,
He sat, let it go. We sat and watched Stevie Ray Vaughan for like an hour that day. And so, yeah, it's a lot of blues is a big part of what I love. Bon Iver. I mean, I I'm a fan of a lot of music, from the heavy music like Slipknot and Tool and
yeah.
all of that, all the way to I still like Beethoven, even, believe it or not. I like all
Of
that
course,
stuff.
Beethoven's like that's like the Bible of that's like that's he was a rock star back then. He was like
Definitely,
the freaking
definitely
first rock star, really. Or
breaking counterpoint rules and everything. He was just breaking the rules, man.
yeah, the parents were telling their kids not to listen to Beethoven. They're like,
Right.
shush their ears. They can't listen to this Satan's,
Right, right.
they're gonna become ghouls and put leeches on them in their ears. Yeah, do you know what? Do you ever listen to Fish?
Yeah, yes,
I've
definitely.
been really like I went to see them in Portland on 420
Yeah.
on 420 no less, and I took mushrooms, and I hadn't seen them in a while, except I saw them at the Hollywood Bowl, and then I saw them a long time ago. And but they played reggae, a boogie reggae woman. Have you ever heard that song?
I can't place it
It's
right now.
it's a Stevie Wonder cover. And it
Okay.
is they go bow, 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 bow. I can't do music, but like that psychedelic like wow wow wow. It sounds like it's squishy, and that
Yeah.
makes my brain just go. I really love when that happens, but check it out sometime. I've been
Okay.
use it for
I
my last.
will.
I just used it for the last painting video that's being uploaded right now. But that's got some crazy kind of guitar work in it. How about Grateful Dead?
Yeah, I love him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So,
Jerry's a sound ninja, man. That guy had it figured out. And we all still are trying to capture the spirit of music, like someone like Jerry Garcia, man. Every one of us.
oh man, how many dead? Have you been to a Dead show?
I've never been to a Dead show. No.
I have. I've been to. Seems like many, but I think it was three.
You know, real quick before we get, before I want to hear about that for
No, you
sure.
don't. You don't.
But I want to mention that a song on the new album that we're working on was heavily influenced by one of Jerry Garcia's other projects. Have you ever heard of Old and in the Way?
Yeah. Was that with a blues guitarist?
It's like bluegrass.
Bluegrass.
And
Yeah. I know that. Yeah, I love that. I actually bought that album.
yeah. And I wrote a
Found.
song called On Your Shoulder for the new album. And I wrote it directly after hearing Olden and the Way for the first time. I had never heard of them. And I was watching one of the YouTube guitarists that I like to watch, Michael Palmisano. And he reacts. He's like a genuine music fan. He like reacts to something, and he just talks about it. He plays his guitar. He'll be like, "Oh, I can't. They're doing a 6 chord to a 4 chord," and he'll figure out the thing right in front of you. And he was just going goo goo gaga over this Olden and the Way stuff, and I was like, I went and listened to that, and right away I immediately got on my guitar and.
It's so weird how it's not picking it up.
Yeah, I started playing it.
I wish you had a mic plugged in or something.
The amp wasn't working, so I don't know. Weird.
That's a trip. I wonder. You know what you could always do is oh no, forget it. I was gonna say record on your phone the music as we're talking, and I'll overlay it. But forget it. That's too much production. We can do it. We can try it.
We can experiment. I'm just here, man. I got nothing to do.
Perfect.
If we feel like flipping the camera around to see if the mic works better, I'm good. I got coffee. I even brought a cooler with some cold drinks in it.
Dude, that's Oregon right there, dude. I got a cooler. Yeah. Oregonians know how to fucking do it.
Nice.
So, growing up you grew up in where again?
I grew up in Michigan. Upper Michigan.
Okay, so so that completes a picture because we heard about your family. I thought you were saying Oregon somewhere, but Michigan, that's cold as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh shit, dude.
That's one of the reasons I moved away, honestly.
Yeah. I spent a winter at Howell, Michigan once, writing a screenplay, working at Mr. B's.
No, bad.
You guys
really
know
bad.
Mr. B's over there?
Yeah.
Our manager was this pregnant lady who chain smoked when she gave us the orders in the morning. We'd all have it was a classic thing. The steaks on the plate, were bigger than the plate.
Yeah.
This place is was a nutty time. And his family, his mom was nuts. She'd wake me up in the morning, looking over top of me while I was on the couch, and I'd wake up to her going, and she'd be playing with my toes.
Whoa.
Yeah, it got weird, dude. Anyways, that was Ethan's family. Michigan, where in Michigan?
Upper Michigan. It's the Upper Peninsula, basically Green Bay, Wisconsin, to make it more confusing.
Okay. Wow.
If you've ever seen a map, it's the little spot of Michigan that says Canada on it.
Is it a flip sign or something like that?
Yeah, it just depends, I don't know. Like there's some sort of secret society trying to keep it a secret. I don't know. And I just blew it. Whatever. Now you know where it is.
Wow, it's okay. People are not going to go there. So when did you move out of there?
Okay, so great. This is once again dates for me. By the way, you're saying dates mess with you. They mess with me too. I can do this.
Okay now. I'm okay now, but it does have a little bit. I've been editing a lot, so I think I'm trying. I'm not as bad as I was.
Okay, I'm worse than I was when we started. So I'm gonna try. Okay, so 2018, beginning of 2018, I moved to Nashville, and I moved there because I had some friends. Part of the reason I moved, actually, like what really flipped me on the decision to definitely move away. I was driving across the interstate bridge between Upper Michigan and Northeast Wisconsin. And shout out to everybody from Menominee, Michigan, Marinette, Wisconsin. Woo-hoo! So I was going across this bridge, and I saw a gentleman who looked like me in, I don't know, 25, 30, 40 years. Big old beard, icicles coming off of his beard, Brett. I thought to myself when I got to the other end of that bridge, I don't know. I should go back and make sure that guy's okay. Spoiler on that, I didn't. So maybe I'm a bad person. But
Was he just walking?
Yeah. And I thought to myself,
He knows what he's doing.
I bet he's okay. But the thing is it dawned on me that when I'm that age, the weather's going to try to kill me for 6 months out of the year. I got to get out of here while I can, you know? So I
Escape
moved
while
to
you still
Nashville.
can.
Yeah. So I moved to Nashville, and some things happened there where it was like, it made sense to come out here. I had some friends out here. Shout out to Zach and Chrissy, who gave me a place to stay when I first moved here. I mean, there was a really difficult time after grief, you know. So like, and you're going through what you're going through right now, and that's
It's a
that's
balance.
really
It's a
heavy.
balance. It's a balance. Did you have I want to pick up don't forget what your next thought was.
Yeah, I won't.
Did you pick up I learned what this feeling was. It's hard to describe, but compassion fatigue.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
That's a trip.
Yeah, yeah, it is. And I know people who work in the medical field probably understand this on a level that it's, you know, it's we flirt with it, but they sleep with it every night. You know what I mean?
Hey, I met some doctors,
Yeah.
some children's
Yeah.
doctors.
Yep.
One in particular
Yep.
that is fucking batshit crazy.
Oh, that happens too. That happens too.
Like insane.
That happens.
Like violent.
It can mess with people too if you're yeah.
Fucked up.
Yeah, it's well, I'm sorry to hear that. You know, that's awful.
That's her story. That's her story. Sorry, I vented a second there, but I've seen some people. So the point of why I mentioned that is because not all those people are like the. Not all doctors are bad, but there are some wackies out there.
There's some that weren't meant, you know, for that kind of work. Just like a lot of those intense types of jobs, you know, it can attract the right people and it can attract the wrong people, right?
Yeah, totally. Like everything, like life. It's a menagerie.
Yes.
Okay, we went dark there. So what was the thought that I interrupted that I said, let's not forget that what that was?
Oh, yeah. So, you know, through all of that in Nashville, I ended up out, you know, some things made sense to come to Oregon. Some people were there for me, I was saying, through that grief time, you know.
How old were you at this time? Well, how old were you at this time?
Well, you know, so that would have been 5, 6, 7 years ago, late 30s, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, and
we're going through your life now. This is your biopic. You can hopefully write a song about it. There'll be like moments that you can capture.
yes,
bring a moment but okay. So okay. That's a great mid 30s or like that's a sweet spot.
yeah, and I met some great people who were there for me. You know, through that grief. Jeff and Michelle Kozad were great to me, good friends back home. And Zach and Chrissy here in Oregon gave me a place to stay for a while. And I worked at, you know, and then I came over here. I had tried to wait tables in Nashville and kind of give up on the music a little, which is weird. I was moving to Nashville and I was kind of like, I played a few shows, but I was kind of like, music's not my future. I just need to figure out how to, you know, make a living doing something else. And I was waiting tables, and actually, like, that was an interesting night. They the entertainment didn't show up, and I won't name the place because I want to be nice. But I was working at this place that had bands and stuff, and the band didn't show up one night. They said, "Hey, Michael, can you take off your apron and play? Like, can you get a guitar here?" So I went up there and I played the whole show in Nashville area. And when I was done, I went down and I said, "Okay, how do we do the pay for this?" And they said, "Oh, you made $2.25 an hour that whole time." And I was like, "Oh, I didn't clock out. That's why he told me not to clock out. That was my pay." Oh, okay. Then I go look for the side work.
That was your first paid gig.
Side work.
Your first paid gig, actually.
Well, in Nashville, right?
Yeah.
And then I went to look at the side work, and they had moved me from the side work down to the bathrooms because I was playing, so I couldn't. You know, they're like, "Oh, we can put them on bathrooms." So as I was scrubbing the toilet after my first gig in Nashville for $2.25 an hour, I decided that I was going to do music for the rest of my life all over again. But
that's a classic shot, right?
Yeah, but maybe not there.
You're a young kid, mid-30s, scrubbing a toilet. You just got through having a good gig, realizing the pay.
Yeah.
You scrub, but there's shit right there. You got to get that real quick.
Yep.
You know, I think I want to do music.
Yep. I think I'm into this music thing. It was going
A
better
little
for me.
taste. The taste of that first one gave me the chutzpah to clean that toilet and finish it. Probably go, I'm doing music, thank you. Next,
yes,
on stage.
And I had been doing. I played shows about 200, 150 to 200 shows a year for about 8 years. And that's what I did for a living. And all the factory workers in my hometown said, oh, you'll never make a living, and I did it. I pulled it off. I wasn't getting rich, and I'm still not. But
okay, I just want to stop you right there real quick. Did you find that, like, as you obtained a certain amount of success that you felt was successful to you, and that did you have people kind of try to tear you down from that?
Yeah, for sure.
And how did you react to that?
I don't. It's probably dependent on the day and the person. Yeah, and I can't right now think of any of them, so that's how I'm reacting now. I'm just like, yeah, I remember that happened, but
it happens sometimes, like when you achieve like a happiness or a fulfillment. And I'm not trying to say anything to anybody, but like it's just like it's amazing how some people have a reaction to it.
Yeah.
Like they don't. Some people you think that might thought it was kind of cool don't have any reaction. Oh, that's cool, or whatever. Or like, oh, good for you. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah.
Like, what do they say? Like, what's that thing that they were saying? Not the 6-7, but the Anyway, great. I'm stoned. So you went on. You scrubbed the toilet and. You were writing music at this time as well. Were you?
Yeah. I never quit music. I mean, but I had it was a lot of work, Brett. It was a lot of work booking my own shows, playing my own shows, and there were 4-hour shows. I never played. I didn't get those. I didn't get those gigs where you played for like an hour and you were like off the stage. I was going for 4 hours.
You doing like crowd work at all during this? You like doing?
I don't. I don't know. I don't know how to be. I'm not a comedian. I'm not. I just play songs, and sometimes I'll probably tell a story or do something, but that's not my strength. At least not right now.
I was just saying, well, you got 4 hours to fill. That's what I was saying.
I just play songs.
That's a heavy catalog of songs. You're like, that's like how many songs is 4 hours? Is that like
it would be about 40, 50 songs. I knew about 300 songs off the top of my head back then.
300 songs?
Covered? Yeah.
Like play the vocals and everything?
Yes. Yeah, I probably still could do about 200 or so, but I teach now. I bumped into Corey over at Soundstream when I first moved here. Oh, that's what I was going to say too. Is I moved here with the $600. Nice. After scrubbing a toilet, and I realized that it was going to be hard, but I wasn't going to wait tables here. Nothing against that. I wasn't going to go back to school and get another degree doing something. I was going to play in nursing homes and assisted living facilities. That was my plan when I got here. Playing music again.
For your audience.
Yeah. And I still do. Michelle and I, my life partner and my drummer, actually, Michelle.
Yes.
Yeah, we play at assisted living facilities now still. And I never really quit doing that. I always did. I did that in Nashville when I was there too. So I didn't quit writing songs. I didn't quit playing. But I was debating on doing something else, Brett, And then that kicked my butt.
You don't have another option. There is no plan B.
No, right, exactly. And now I will say, when I met Corey at Soundstream when I first moved here, and he gave me an opportunity to teach music. I've really fallen in love with that, and that is more lucrative than playing music. But it's a lot of energy and it's a lot of work. But I love it. I love teaching, and I teach for about 45 hours a week. That gets in the way of playing shows a whole bunch, but I'm good with that. I love.
Will you show the video of this video to your students?
I mean, there's some students who are 18 and older. I'm sure they could handle the video.
What do you guys think about your teacher doing on this podcast? You guys' album? So I mean, I taught art to children in after school programs for a while.
Yeah,
that's like are you teaching 40 in one classroom? or is that are you doing
No,
it
it's one at a time.
remotely?
Private lessons.
Remotely?
No. It's in
person?
person lessons. Yeah.
That's a great. That's very fulfilling.
Yes. Yes. I have
You can see you can see them grow and get the ideas
absolutely.
pop.
One of my students just put out a vinyl,
Fuck yeah, man!
so that's pretty cool.
That's great.
Yeah.
So apparently vinyl's coming back because I've been seeking out some Criterion collections, some stuff on like DVDs that are like the Belle de Jour and Jean-Luc Godard's Weekend, like, and also picking up a couple of little albums here and there. I don't know why I wanted to. It wasn't new albums. It's like the Lemmings is like Mad Magazine or something. The Lemmings. It was with like before SNL. Those guys like
Oh yeah, that's right.
they did like something the Lemmings album. And I saw that, and I was like, "Well, where am I going to? I don't even have a fucking record player, but I have like, what is it about vinyl that makes people want to buy it even though they don't have a record player?"
There's probably a few things. I would think for me right away, it's the spirit in which you listen to the music. Like everybody's got these little clips. Everybody can kind of pause forward. You can sort of manipulate the music. But when you drop a needle on a record, you chill out. You sit back. You don't really, you just let the album kind of play. And that's also another thing of it is when we went away from that, now we have singles. And, an artist will release 300 singles instead of 100 albums. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like, I think it brings people back to a time when, like, maybe they weren't even alive for it, but there's a nostalgia for a time before you were alive. And I think the young people are getting into vinyl because there's a nostalgia there.
Well,
and
there's
respect for the music.
Sorry to jump into your words, but
no.
Because it seems like, and this just got me triggered about something I heard earlier, is that people are more getting into knobs and buttons now. Instead of they're getting their tech. This is going to be an interesting future because people are kind of examining the idea of digital, which has been around a while now, but now they want to feel it.
Yeah.
They want to push a button and it make a noise, or like the clicking of it, the practicality of it, maybe. And I think that's promising.
Yeah.
Because to see that merge with the tech,
mm-hmm.
That's some crazy sort of like Art Deco, Futura, Kubrickian. Like, we want to see the color because we got design. Design it's all like really wrapped in it. It's like, anyways, but it's like, yeah, it's gonna be interesting because vinyl. Do you think it sounds better?
I think it sounds different. I don't know if better is the word. Definitely different. I mean, be honest. I don't think that it sounds more, it's not as loud sometimes. It's not as like present. Some things aren't like the same. And you can sometimes hear the scratching and, so better, it depends on what you're looking for. I mean, I like the option. That's what I like. I like the option. And I also like something you just said. I'm not against, I was alive for the Nine Inch Nails stuff, like that was looked at as non-music, like it was like, oh, he's pushing buttons and making noises. And that's not a drummer, but you got to, part of being an artist is understanding that the times are changing with or without you. So music's going to evolve, and so.
Yeah, did you see that interview that Jim Morrison had where he predicted the future of that?
Yes, I saw that.
Grab it, I'll put it on right now and put it. But that was, that was, you could see glimpses of little things happening,
right,
popping.
Yes, and you know what is interesting too is I saw that video probably 10 years ago, like 8 years ago or so, and so I know that that's not an AI generated video of Jim Morrison,
Yeah. Well. Yeah, that's a fuckery that's going on. There's a lot of.
But isn't that interesting that we live in a time where we go like, I saw that back when it was real. Like I know it was real.
Well, yeah. Well,
maybe.
No. You're absolutely correct on that. That's but because there's some people are putting out some fucking Alan Watts stuff.
Yeah.
And
And it's
I
not
was,
real.
because I'm a huge Alan Watts fan.
Yep.
And
Yep.
that was mother's milk to me. And then I was listening to this one that I pulled up, and then it mentioned Starbucks. And
Yeah.
I was like, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
No, that's
I don't like that at all. That's
that's
not.
weird.
And then because I had it as a tinny, they don't got it correct just yet, but
No.
that's next year.
Yeah.
That's a different story.
Yeah. Yeah, it's heating up. It's heating up in here.
Baby. It's heating up. So what does this look like? Are we gonna let's get our crystal ball out? What does this fucking look like? Because we can feel little tinges of it echoing throughout history. We talked about Beethoven. We're going through the landscape of reality, baby. We're talking about people we did talk about, like George Carlin. We should if you talk about like people predicting and telling you like how it is, but it's bubbling into something. It's coalescing, and how it pops off is going to be rather interesting, I think. What do you think it looks like?
Well, yeah, I mean, I certainly don't know, but I think it's going to go back for a while. I think it's going to go back to actual bands playing, like cellos and pianos and people taking pride in playing the music themselves again. But the element of people making music on a computer, that's not going away. Like that's a part of music now. So I think there's probably going to be a divide where some musicians feel like they're superior because they play a cello, and some musicians feel like that's outdated. And I mean, that's already happening, but I almost feel like styles have divided. So it's like you can't like metal and country at the same time. Well, I think it's going to turn into you can't play an instrument and be a digital musician, and you can't, and there might be some divides that we haven't seen yet, where people are actually like anti-playing instruments. Like why would you do that? That's so impractical. And then there will be people like me who will still play the instruments, but still have respect, for the fact that the computer's an instrument now. It's just like any time, the older generation's always going to look down at the younger generation, and the younger generation is always going to look down on the older generation. And there's just this cycle. I watched this one young YouTuber talking about that phenomenon, and I just randomly bringing this up because it was so interesting to me. He read an article where all of the older people were talking about how the young people don't pay attention. They don't this, they don't that, they don't have work ethic and all this stuff. And then he says, when that article was written? 1892. And it was like, and he went through all these things where it's like, we've never stopped talking about the next thing like it's not quite like ours, So do I know what's going to happen? No. But more of that will definitely be going on, where people think that the way we used to do it's better and the way they do it now is worse. But then there's people, hopefully like me, that'll sort of just keep doing what we do and respect that there's room for everyone,
Yeah, the world's a big place.
Yeah.
Do me a favor, tip your phone up so you don't cut your head off. There you go.
You see the website now too.
I actually like that. That's good. There you go.
MikePaulReed.com.
There you go, baby. Good. We'll leave. When we end the podcast, we'll tip it to that, and then I'll fade into your.
All right, cool.
It'll be a nice gradual movement. Do it slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty wild. Like, I could see, the sign threw me off for a second, but I had a question about like, what's the last thing you just said?
We were talking about how the future is going to be, and I was saying how there's going to be camps, a little bit over the digital music and the acoustic music.
I got off Facebook recently and I got back on it because of the dog people stuff. I wanted to put them out there to the people because they're mostly on that. But the AI slop in the advertising really got to me with the scrolling combination and I've been it's really going to be wild because it's like, do you know that theologian Mikako Mikiko Kiyoko?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm not.
Japanese. I do believe he's a Japanese theologian, physicist, and he talked about like when quantum computing comes online, when it actually gets into like 6G or whatever we can start getting into, and that it might actually it'll probably change the landscape of reality. And I
Yeah,
heard him say that on Joe Rogan, which I don't listen to, and I haven't stopped watching it for years. But it was like it triggered like, what does that look like? Like and like with the Earth crisis stuff, we'll get back on the music. I don't know, it just kind of got me into like the futurism of it all, and
yeah,
just like people being okay with chat gtpt, which will, the people, I don't even, people want to feel the fingerprints on things ultimately. as
yeah.
as an artist, that's what I'm banking on, as that people want authenticity and unique,
Yes.
not IKEA, not something that ran through a computer to make it look perfect or but like the indiscrepancies of the human hand. They want
Yeah.
that's something that a computer cannot do right now.
Right.
Right now.
Yeah, and it never can. I mean,
I don't
there's
know. I bet like 100 years from now.
but there's a deception in it, like there's not it's not real, like do you want to pet a
Some
real
people,
dog?
some people don't care. Some
I
people don't
know,
care
I
about.
know,
Some people
but it
don't even
doesn't
care about
change.
facts right now. People don't care about facts.
But it doesn't change the fact that if you want to pet a real dog, you're petting a real dog. And if you put on virtual goggles and a glove and you pet a fake dog, you're petting a fake dog. It's
No,
not
I
real.
agree. I agree. That's the argument. But some people won't care. That's
No, people don't care already. A lot of people. Yeah. And they
that's
never cared though.
that's the troubling part. That's the
Those kind of people never cared though. They were always among us, Brett. They were always among us.
they were.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I
It,
don't know it, but I think so.
well, it's just so funny when you have a group of people that won't, like, the facts really don't, they're like they're so, and we're getting a little political, but they don't really matter when you can't, when facts don't matter, then what are we doing? You like, there's no argument. Okay, well, whatever. So when it
Yeah.
comes to AI or music, or like, I know some people that are dabbling with the chat GPT. I haven't done that. I don't need to do that.
I've never used it yet either.
Yeah,
And,
good.
and
Give me a hand five. Give me a hand.
yeah, yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it for real.
Let's do it for real. See what you do. One. They'll be the first half. Do your camera. The lens.
All right, there we go.
There you go. Boom.
Okay.
Um, but like, yeah, it's wild because so there's a market for authenticity, and then there's obviously a market for not that.
Yeah.
And so, but it's interesting how like the like the first time the world was seen from space, for the first time in like 1969 or something, like, there's been pinpoints in reality where it's changed the landscape, like where
Mhm.
you're able to see, like, if you look at all the sci-fi movies before that, they have like balls in the sky with like lights in the background, trying to be this, we didn't know what it looked like.
Right, right.
And now we're doing this thing where it's gonna be wild, like people getting surgical stuff to enhance their bodies.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like a Marvel movie. We're gonna be living in a Marvel movie soon.
Well, I think we already are, but
Yeah.
the core is being a creator, an artist, or somebody who's empathetic, or all these different things that I'm sure you are too. There is a I always knew that I've always been an artist and painter and little movie maker all my life since I was forever. And so I always had that as an anchor. And let me
Mhm.
know if you think that you felt the same with your music.
Yeah.
That where if I was married basically to that. I was
Yeah.
staunched in that. And I knew that would take me wherever it took me, it was always going to take me to a good place.
Mhm.
Do you feel the same with how you've kind of navigated your reality?
Absolutely. I've written songs that allude to that. Yeah. It's always I've always known it would be all right. you know, like music is part of that for me. That journey through life. Life's not easy, man. You know that. So it anchors me. Yeah, it'll be there when I'm, and that's part of the, something about you that I noticed when I was, checking out some of your content. You said that one of the reasons you started this channel, the main reason it sounded like, was just to like kind of keep track of your journey throughout the world and the interesting people that you meet, and have a record of it, maybe that you could look back on later. I mean, you didn't say that, I don't think, but for me, I would say that I relate to that. Like, I want to make these albums, definitely for the world, for other people. A big part of why I want to do music is to heal, to be there when people are grieving. My music is about life, death, love, hate, everything in between. So I want I want to have that ability to like help others with my music and to leave music behind for future generations. But it's also for me, like, because when I'm hopefully an old man someday, I'd like to be able to pull out a record and listen and be like, "Hey, Michelle, this is us. Like this was us when we were young," you know. And so I want to have that record of my journey through the art, and watch me develop and be able to say, "Oh man, I was learning those chords back then, and now," and for you, this is if you would talk to me about. I mean, of course, I want to. I interrupted you about the Grateful Dead concerts. I mean, you could go there if you want, but please tell me a little bit about your journey, if you would. I know I'm a guest in your realm.
I'm just enjoying the conversation. I'm just like, I'm saying,
Yeah.
no, it's been a wild ride. In a nutshell, I feel like I've taken a peek around the corner of reality in a way,
Yes.
because I've seen things that I knew that what I was doing at the time that I was doing it, but there was no outlet for that to be presented. So I knew there was no internet. I mean, the internet when I started in '94 with John Williams, my buddy who would later die, who was in the first Dog People video, it sort of continued on from that. But like documenting people on the street, creating and slapping movies together, and
Mhm.
and creating all these different things, and I knew it was finite. I knew it was going to last. There's
Mhm.
nothing, a new generation has come into Venice, and that was a sweet spot in time, and where you walk around the corners and run into people on this. It wasn't like how Venice is now. I know that's like an old man sort of thing, but capturing those real moments
Yeah.
was what it was all about. Even though people didn't want to be filmed half the time because people weren't doing things like that back then.
Yeah.
You weren't
Right. That wasn't.
when you had a video camera, I've got people flipping me off in that.
Yeah.
Even at this one party, the skateboard party, this gorgeous girl it was just a perfect shot. She's around talking to her friend. She's funny as well. I met her. I knew who she was. She knew me, but I kind of the part where, because I'd filmed her, I lagged on her shot for like a long time. But
Yeah.
it was a great shot.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she's the guy that she was talking to is very handsome. She's very pretty, but she's
Yeah.
also very expressive. It's almost like a silent movie. And I knew I was, pushing it, but she
Yeah.
showed later she was doing one of these, and
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
pushed it, but I was really pushing it, and I didn't mean to, but I was also probably a few beers in. And also, there's a couple of helicopters came down. This girl I liked was leaving the party. Then this other girl got my number. So it looked like I was talking to this other girl. There's a whole menagerie of shit. It was a wild time. But to
Yeah.
capture these moments and to put them in a sequence and then squish them together into one film, which is eventually going to happen. This is all sequence moments, and I'm separating them by people and places and things, and then putting them out accordingly. But yeah, it's a trip to see yourself get old, and some people die in the video. Some people are not around,
Mm.
or I know I've seen now two people in the video in two different videos that have committed suicide.
Oh.
So, but I got so it's just about capturing moments.
Yeah.
That was the whole point. There was no outlet to do it, but as a filmmaker, I wanted to have that because I knew it wasn't going to last forever. And the demise was. I hope I'm answering your question and not being too long, but
No, please.
seeing it go to some of the places that it goes to, and
Yeah.
my attitude was at the time and how my emotional thing, living in LA was very stressful. I lived as an artist I was very lucky. I had
Yeah.
many, many, many great places to live on the beach and stuff like that. And
Yes.
but to capture the moments that really like she got I really fucked it up with her. There's a the moment with a girl named Sue that I really wish but I also had a house that had 1,000 people coming in every day. Just
Yeah.
I was like, as a little running like a little artist community, so I was a little overwhelmed with trying to make rent, but to see this play out as it does in the beginning with '94, go with John moving me to LA because I would never have moved to LA if it wasn't for my friend. So to see the life that happened after that,
Mm,
is like holy shit. So it's quite intense. So, but I
yes.
don't think other people get a chance to see this perspective of their life.
Right.
So that's why I meant by like sort of peeking around the corner of reality.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's like I told people, like with my dogs, Cosmo and Celeste, seeing them when I first get them to the end
Yeah.
of their lives.
Oh, yeah.
The movie's called Dog People Movie. It's about Dogtown, which is what Venice is, but also dog
Yes.
people and people. We're all little dog people, and also a nod to the Dogon tribe from the start,
Right on.
dog start. But but yeah, it's been a trip, dude. I can't wait.
Right on.
And there's stuff. There's so much more.
Yes.
Oh my God, what I do to myself. But so creatively, I think it's gonna be fun to do. Hopefully, I want to do a feature film, Return to Sender. That's the ultimate goal. And I got about 7 other film ideas I want to do that aren't written down, that are sort of they're in the pocket. But
Yeah.
Return to Sender is the one I want to do. And I would like to do that this year. If I
Yes.
knock on wood, let's do it.
Yes.
So that's my answer to your question. And
Yes.
that
Well,
was a
thank you for
long
sharing.
fucking answer.
No,
But
it's great. That's great. I was really into this idea of uh, and the fact that you just kind of took me there back before anybody else was doing it. You were doing it. That's cool. Now we got people who are out, taping people in public places, trying to make them uncomfortable, and then sometimes some of those people are really trying to make a valid point. Just hey, I'm trying to make sure everything's okay here, but people with cameras in their faces now they don't like it. People hate it. But it's like to imagine what that was like when you started doing it. It was way way less common. Like
oh, people, there's either people liked it or they didn't mind it or they hated it and get the fuck out of my face.
right.
But like I pushed it. I got pretty natural. I went to Colombia and Brazil and Machu Picchu and all this stuff in the Amazon jungles, and I got 9 hours of that footage.
Whoa.
That was shot in 2004, I think.
All right.
And we were dropping crystals in the Negro Delta and all that shit. But I was doing that there, and that was a little bit more that was people weren't used to having. So I was having conversations. I was on the. You get a little spy. You get a little stealthy.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, I mean, I captured because you want people to be authentic. You don't want them to really play to the camera
Right.
and capturing them. And I have like some scenes in Peru or something where I have a woman breastfeeding her baby with her some sort of relative next to her, an older lady. And
Mhm.
it was just a candid shots, like photojournalism stuff.
Right, right.
And I was like asking my writing partner, Steve, about like do I show that? Can I show that? And I think it's been 20 years and I can, but it was also in public. And those people, the idea that that person will probably ever see that video is probably not there. I'm not profiting from it. But it is I like photojournalism where you're capturing moments.
Yeah.
Oh, you're because you ever see those like videos where like they show like early interviews in the 1890s or something like
Oh
that?
yeah, definitely.
They
David
ever check those shit
Hoffman.
out, dude?
Do you know who David Hoffman is?
Sounds familiar.
I think that's his name. He did interviews with people that were alive in the 1800s.
Oh
He's
yeah,
been
yeah.
doing this stuff since the 60s or 70s. He goes into schools he'll interview like the first graders, ask them what they think the world's going to be like in the
In
future.
the late 1800s.
No, he would go to like, but he has an interview of a lady from like 1970 or 60 something, and she was alive in the 1800s, and she's talking about it. Um, but he does like videos, like what you're in a way what you're describing. He's capturing the world in a time capsule.
Yeah.
I love that. I nerd out like crazy for that. And another thing you said that I nerd out like crazy for is ancient sites, man. Machu Picchu, come on. That's awesome.
That was
I love that stuff.
Yeah, I was tripping out because nobody was having like existential time. Like I was with a group of people and I was recording everybody, I was videotaping everybody. So I was getting this observer reality and I was having like out of body experiences. We did ayahuasca. Nobody seemed to trip. Nobody had a problem. I was like, I'm seeing natives in my sleep in the Amazon.
Yeah.
It was just ayahuasca was amazing, but it's not for everybody. It really flushes your system. But everything goes. But capturing those stories and those things there, and like there's this woman. We went to visit these native. No, I won't say natives, but they're people in the Amazon, so Amazonians.
Yeah, I
And,
think so.
and they got dressed in their gear for us, which I'm sure that, and we went shopping. I had no money. I'm actually borrowing money in the video from a guy to buy these feathers or whatever. And the girl, and before we're going there, we're meeting the girls, they're all topless and, they're in their gear or their clothing that they have that's wear like stuff. And I said, so, and I'm like blonde hair, blue eyes, like white guy. I said, so hi, how are you? She goes, I said, what do we need to do here? She goes, money.
Ah.
I said, oh, well, money. Oh, I don't have anybody. She goes, well, they just a little store of the things they made. And
Oh, yeah.
but it's just interesting. They want commerce as well. They need money. And
Right.
I'm actually, because I got the video camera,
Yeah.
literally I have no money. I don't even know how.
Yeah, but you
I
have
probably
a
had zero
camera.
money while I was there.
You have a camera. You must be you filthy rich,
Yeah, I was
right?
like, but like there's lots of stuff like that, but capturing moments. There's this one, and I'll wrap it up and we'll get back to you first. There's one interesting thing. I think it was this video or the film that was shot in like 1890 or something or 1910 of this old woman talking to the camera, and she was like, "I remember when I was 7 years old and we came and liberated the red man from these areas." I mean, just a picture of that of her being a 7-year-old girl, and she's probably like 100 years old in this fucking film.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just like we liberated the red man, and they're from that talking about old like
Yeah.
racist shit. Or people that thought anybody that wasn't white was inferior to them. It's just like just a great little snap and glimpse into that. I love time travel stuff, so this is working in really hooking in with
Yeah.
the third act of my life. Um,
Right.
but like so, um, let's get back to you. Time travel is fun, but we got to get back to the now. We got to
Well, we're working on a documentary, documenting the second album, the making of the second album.
nice.
Uh, yeah, and so we want to kind of capture what it's like to be an independent artist, like truly independent. Like there's a lot of people out there that say I'm independent, but they have sponsors and they have all this stuff.
I
I
found that out
literally don't know
recently
how to
about
do it.
film the same way. They say it's
Yeah,
a film, and they're all, you know what? It's not because they got fucking $4 million for to
right.
promote it.
Yeah, yeah. That's not the real thing.
That's
You know,
built
like
in.
I
That's
thought
built in.
about
That's built in when they make it. That's built in when the movie's being made. So they know
right.
they have that already. Sorry.
Right. No. So like, I mean, I don't even know like what phone number to call or who to, I don't have a clue. I've never been connected. I have no connections at all. And so
It's
I'm
probably
just making
it's
music.
actually probably reality is doing you a favor that they're keeping you coddled and from the
Maybe.
outside
But
world.
I fund my own album. I pay for it out of my paychecks. I work a job and I take that money and I invest it, and so I want to capture what that's like to make an album, and not expect profits. You know, because I did an interview one time with a dear friend who he said something about, well, it's the music business, Michael. It's the music business, right? Talk to me about your business. I really wish I could respond to that now with all the humility in the world and say to him, great, that's awesome. Not to me. I'll be honest, I'd like to make some money doing it. Like, I'd like to sell albums to the point where I make back my investment and I'm successful financially. I'd like that, but it's clearly not why I do it. And uh, I don't have a budget. I do have a great team. My drummer, and as I said, the love of my life, Michelle. She's great. Her name's Michelle Lynn. She plays bass, piano, drums. She's a guitar. She's a great singer and a songwriter, and we're hoping to do her album. I'm trying to push her to do an album, and she'll get out there. But
Like a
she's great.
solo. That means
Yeah, yeah.
would you be involved at all, or would you?
She'll let me play on it, just like she's playing on mine. But I want it to be her project, and she isn't as perhaps maybe I'm delusional and a little bit and I think my music's like super significant, but and I want to capture and stuff. Maybe she doesn't have that delusion, so she needs a little more encouragement.
Share your delusion with her.
Yeah, she needs to believe in her music, whether it goes anywhere or not. But she's great, and I believe in her music. Well,
the fun is in the fun is in the doing.
Yes,
you're looking at this album and you're an old man, on the side of a creek, lake, your joints and drinking your bourbon, listening to your albums on vinyl.
Yeah,
it's about the doing of it. I don't think people, that sold the whole thing.
And I say that in lessons too. Like it's not about the destination; it's about the journey, right? Like, just keep moving. That's what we're here for. And speaking of, my team, I want to mention Ted Larson. He's our bass player. He's amazing. He played his first gig in 1964, Brett.
Wow.
I believe that was before you were born.
Probably.
Yeah, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah. A great friend.
He's great. You guys look great together. I love that video too. It's really nice to see you guys all three together.
Yes. And Ted's amazing. He's a great friend. Him and his wife Lori were great to me when I moved to Oregon. Some of my only friends when I moved here. And he took me to his shows because he was in a band playing. And I look up there. I'm like, one of these days he's going to be my bass player, and that worked out. Kevin at Opal Studio, Tyler with Redeemed Media, who's our videographer. I got a great team, Brett. A great team.
It looks good. Looks slick. So on your website, you got that just a one video in your contacts. Is that what that's made of?
There's three music videos on there. And my Instagram is probably the best way for people to find content because I post there like pretty much daily. And my Instagram is Michael_Paul_Reed. And it's on the website. You can click on there. It's hard to find our Spotify link, but at the very top, it says September Moon. If you click on that, you can go to our Spotify. So yeah, the website takes you to everything, really.
Do you find it as a creator, and now that you've had to become a content creator?
Sort of, yeah.
And a businessman. And your financial thing.
Yeah, right.
And a creative, and an artist, and a musician, and a songwriter, and all these things. Have you found that working all these social media groups, like how many there are right now? I'm not sure how many you have. I don't think you're on Twitter, I think, or you're on.
Yeah. I'm on LinkedIn, Twitter, basically almost all of them.
TikTok?
Nope, that's one of the two that I'm not on, that I'm aware of.
Facebook?
I'm on Facebook. Yep.
Blue Sky?
No, I'm not. I should.
I'm on Blue Sky right now.
Cool.
I'm gonna try to get off of Facebook. I really want people. Do you have a YouTube channel?
Yes. That's where those music videos take you from the website. There's 3 of our YouTube music videos. There's also a full live concert solo, just me playing for about 2 hours of all original songs on that YouTube channel. There's a lot on there. Well, to me, there's a lot on there. I mean, there are people out there that put me to shame with the content.
Well,
But
it's quality, not it's quality, not quantity.
I just want to put everything that I got into it, and I don't have all those hats that you're talking about figured out. And I've almost kind of resigned a little bit from it because I'll quit making music if I worry too much about that.
Yeah, that's what I was getting to with the.
Yeah, that's what I wish I would have said to my friend when he said, "Oh, it's the music business." I would have said, "Not to me, not to me." I'll call him
the
Fred.
business. To me, it's my fucking life.
Yeah, it's not business to me. It's my life. Exactly. It's my passion. If somebody wants to make money off of it someday and cut me in, that'd be great. But I'm not the guy.
You'll get
the guy.
Yeah, but you're also sustaining yourself with the creative energy that propels you to live a kind of great, clean, like you look like a happy person.
I am. Yes. I mean,
probably
I struggle with I struggle with stuff, but yeah, overall I'm grateful. I'm very grateful. When I dig down deep, I can find a lot of things to be grateful for. And I'm sad to be that real with you, but I do have to dig a little bit because it's not natural to be grateful for some of us. It's not for me. That's just real.
You're right. I agree. I feel the same way. Like it's like, you're still examining reality. It's still, this is gobsmacking. This is ridiculous.
We're in the middle of it.
We're in the middle. It's like I'm looking at these trees. And the sun's hitting them at these lights.
Yes.
But there's just so much color.
Yes. That's beautiful.
And nature, like look at that red, red color and these oranges. There's this orange tree over here that's kind of wild over there. That guy.
Yes.
But it's nice to be elemental. I think it's good to be elemental, like with nature, and it's fun to look at birds and stuff like that, and not to forget we're on this rock in the middle of nowhere,
flying around. Maybe one day we'll get off this rock, in a good way.
Nothing leaves the earth. It's you're born on the planet. You die on the planet. It's all do a cross section of the whole planet. See how many different levels of species you see, like wrapped in there, like a tree when you cut a tree, like that ring of reality.
Yeah,
it's a trip, man. This place is thank God for the earth because we wouldn't be here without it, and we're earthlings.
Yeah,
and
there's a lot to be grateful for.
Yeah, it's a trip. Like even doing the helping your family out and stuff like that. It's definitely giving you probably a perspective that a lot of people find. Like I talked to a couple of people before I started helping them out because I thought it was impossible for me to be able to help them out with the amount of empathy that I have. I start to take on the traits of others when I'm around them as like a Zelig sort of situation where it's like you start fusing with their reality and their emotions and like, the intensity of someone passing away. And you might be around to be part of that.
Yeah.
And you see people upset about something that's stupid. You're like, I mean, I guess you can. I guess you could be looking at it that way, but I don't have any time to fucking waste. That's my big thing. I don't like two things. People waste my time. People waste my money.
Yeah.
I don't have very much money. And hopefully I have a lot more time than the money. So when people do both, it's like, all right, they'll bend the page on that. That's do that again.
Grieving is an interesting thing. And I mean, talking about, you brought up the word, the S word, where people have, ended their life, right? I have a bass player friend, and I remember my parents had already passed away, and he was a friend that was there for me during that time. And he found his dad. And the story does end sadly that my friend that I'm talking about we don't know exactly, but he did have some bad choices that he was making around the end, um
Like drug
and he
wise or something?
and we lost him.
Drug
Pardon?
wise, or what was a bad decision? Drug wise?
Yeah, a lot of excessive drinking and drugs, and things were a part of his life. And I remember when we talked one time after his dad passed, after he found his dad, and we were driving to a show or something. I was giving him a ride to the show, I guess. I don't remember exactly where we were going, but he was talking about how I went through this, and he was saying, doesn't everybody's like conversation just seem pointless? Like people just talk and you're just like, why, man? He was in that place of grief when everything seems so pointless around you, and the way people are thinking about what's important to them in the moment, and you just realize like when you're in that state of mind, you realize how fragile everything is. You feel so vulnerable and I don't know, terrified. I don't, but anyway, he was expressing something that what you said just reminded me of. It's like people are worried about all these trivial things around you. When you're in that place, you're just like, my goodness, like there's definitely more to life than where you are right now in your brain. It's
Well,
hard. It's hard.
it's hard because like you gotta get what the word that comes to mind is myopic,
Yeah.
and also the macro view. You got these two completely different versions of each other. You got the grandiose of reality, the fact that it's like so if you let it, it can be overwhelming
Yeah.
because it's like, what the fuck? Birds, squash squirrel on the road, guys
Yeah.
jerking off on the fucking side of the street. You got, yeah, people fucking getting ice raids or whatever. It's like, what the fuck is, and then you get like to a point where you see the worms and the rocks,
Yeah.
fossils, and the human bodies or species below that have been here probably had the same idea as you did, or so
Yeah.
similar conflict. Where am I going to eat? I need a
Yeah.
cold. I gotta, I gotta,
Right. Right.
same thing as universal. So we're humans. I don't know. I forget the question, but it's like, or what the statement was going to be, but it's just like, it is, it is a funny thing, like to see who lives and who dies. And you're like, oh, I thought that person, they had a lot more to do or wanted, or like when I find out somebody committed suicide or something like that, it's like did they have problems before that? If they did, some of them I knew that they were a little wacky, but some had the perfect life, then lost the perfect life and didn't have that perfect life anymore. But I mean, it's all, I mean, the fact that we're even alive is amazing. That's the thing, is that it's like, well, if you can commit suicide, why don't you just ride this thing out and see what happens? Go fucking start, you know, jumping out of airplanes for adrenaline or something, or like do anything but that. I mean,
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you're feeling that risky, go jump out of go fucking scale a fucking mountain Everest or something. Do something crazy. There's
Yeah. Yes.
like go for it.
Move away from it. Like people say that that's not a good thing. Like don't run away from your, sometimes it is. Don't let people talk you. If somebody's out there and they're dealing with something and they're like, this is too much for me, I think I need to move away, or do the dramatic thing.
Move.
Yeah. Do the thing, man. Don't let anyone, right?
Well,
Like
this
do
is
something crazy.
well,
Shake it up.
as we get older, we lose that.
Yeah.
Like I remember, like I got my dogs and I had them for 14 years total, but that was made to like ground me, so that because I had traveled to like Amsterdam and Peru and all these different places before that. So I started my journey vision quests were good for that moment in time.
Yeah.
So I got the dogs, and they fulfilled that period in my life, the best friends in the world, and
Yeah.
and really gave me so much that's incalculable. But
Yeah.
but now I'm 56. I feel like I got my passport. I got my hard passport, the little card, which if you don't have one of those, get one of those. Do you have your passport?
I don't. Mine expired.
Ah,
I did travel quite a bit in my younger years, if you
okay.
will.
So
But
I'm on the other side of that now. So I don't have dogs. I don't have a mortgage. I don't have a wife. I don't have a girlfriend. I can go anywhere in the world right now.
yeah,
So I have to step into that.
yeah, yeah.
Why I don't have to be anywhere.
Right. Yes. There's a big world out there, right? There's a
Well,
lot
and
to see.
to have the excitement for travel and to feel like that you're not just landlocked to one place for the rest of your
Yeah.
life.
You know where I'd want to go? Is the Ellora Caves in India.
Ooh,
That would be awesome.
maybe I'll put a picture of that up, a little video.
Yeah. The Ellora Caves is amazing. I don't understand what's going on with that place.
What's the
I
deal with it? What's the cliff notes?
well, it was they say, which everybody says they know what things are, and I don't know, but they say that they carved it completely out of the rock. There's like
Oh,
elephants structures on top of the temple, and it's like they made an entire system of caves, and there's like thousands of rooms and stuff. It's like a city built into into a mountain. It's
yeah. Did
amazing.
you ever see the you saw the documentary about that, right?
I've seen a bunch of them. I don't know what
Isn't that
one
the
you,
one where
but
they couldn't figure out how it was carved, and they figured out that they were using scaffolding, but they would also the rocks that they were carving would be the base of which they would stand on to carve the rest of the rocks down.
okay,
So that's how they
yeah,
carved it. Is they used the rock to stand on as they cut it out of the mountain,
it's
so
amazing.
get up that high. So as they got more carving done, they went lower and lower. So they oh this fucking mountain of rock in front of them.
Where'd they put it all? Right? That's amazing.
I don't know. I don't
That's
know.
amazing.
But that's wild. But that's probably some slave labor. Somebody. There's like pick up that fucking rock.
Yeah, there's who knows. Yeah, like the pyramids. I'd love to see those. Never been there.
Yeah.
I traveled to Argentina in 2001 during there was some wild things happening. So I saw an area of the world that took me out of my comfort zone when I was 19. I've traveled to Europe a little bit. You know, I've been to like Wales a couple times, and so I want to get out of the country again and see the world. I do.
More than ever right now.
But right now I'm good. You know,
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good right now too. I'm good. I don't want to get on a plane at all right now.
I'm
I don't want to
yeah,
get
right.
on a plane
I'm a
at
little
all.
there. There was a little bit of that. I mean, for real, there was a little bit of that anxiety from people. You know, I mean, just things that happened. I knew people who were trapped and they couldn't get out and they couldn't fly. And I'm like, yeah,
Dude,
I don't want to get stranded.
I don't trust any fucking fucknoid or Karen on a plane right now. I don't want to deal with any shit. Right.
Yeah, getting on a plane's a little weird now. Yeah, but I mean, I'll do it again. I'll get over it. I'll get my passport. Well, you know, Michelle and I'll travel again. But there's a lot to see here too
There
that
is.
I haven't
There
seen in
is.
the United States. Lots of cool things I haven't seen.
It's a United States is a very beautiful country.
Yes.
The Oregon coast, you've been up and down that, right? Turkey.
Yeah, a little bit. Not as much as I want to. I haven't
I
seen
get
Thor's
on it.
Well. I haven't. There's a lot I haven't
Yeah,
seen yet,
teacher. You've
man.
been a busy boy. You're releasing records. You're producing
Yeah.
records. You're that's wild. So what are your are you scheduled up for the rest of the year, or how do you plan your events when you play? Are you playing with multiple artists as well? I know at the Shindig, the Shindig,
Yeah.
but like the markets probably are the crafters markets done, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think they're approaching the end. We don't have any more gigs there this year, but yeah, a friend of mine, Lewis, has a couple of bands, Move the Needle, and I played on his him and Clint did a live show and they invited me in to play a few songs. So I'm on that record. If anyone wants to look up Move the Needle, I'm on that a little bit, and that's a great band that I'm slightly a part of. And also Lewis and his son, who I think is about 13 right now, is an amazing drummer. His son Lewis and Lewis, and they have a group called Compound, and you can find them. I would look up a song like Heavy or something. Compound, the song's named Heavy. Then you can find them on YouTube or Spotify. I got to play guitar and bass on their project. So I do branch out and play with other artists a little bit, but as far as shows and events, we've slowed down a lot. Like I said, I used to play 150 a year for and there were times when I'd play a 4-hour gig and go play a 2-hour gig in the same day. I'd be singing my guts out with strep throat, whatever. I've never canceled a gig. I've been sick. I've played the gig every time, thousands of gigs probably, but right now we've slowed down on gigs. We're focusing on the studio. We are playing at Main Street Bistro on November 29th. I make a Facebook event. I invite my friends. I let them know, but I don't have any promoters or any, like I said, totally independent. I just let my friends know.
Get on Blue Sky.
Yes.
It's good. I think it's going to be a good one. Oh fuck! I just had the question. Oh, how do you keep what are your vocal exercises? Aluminum linoleum, or linoleum?
Right.
What do you do? And that's a 2-part question. What do you do to are you one of those people that don't talk a lot before a show, or do you do any some cayenne pepper and honey, or what do you?
Yeah, I'll do tea and stuff.
What do you do?
I'll do tea and honey. I do take care of my voice.
What kind of tea? What kind of tea?
Throat coat. Throat coat's my typical go-to. But yeah, I don't do it a lot, and I hate to admit it, but I used to practice a lot more vocally. Honestly, it hasn't. I've never lost my voice live. So what I'm doing is working. I just sing. I just sing a lot. Yeah, and I sing songs. I'm
trying to make you do a vocal like
do re mi fa sol la ti do. There you go, man.
I can hear that computer. I can hear that guitar that time.
Oh, good. Maybe it works now.
Maybe turn on. So what do you so you're hunkering down with this album, and how are you going to promote your new album? Not the one that you're working on, but the one that I'm going to get from you.
We released that in 2023. We did a release show. It's on the website for purchase. But we don't have CDs anymore. We sold out. I'm not ordering more. It's special. Anyone who has a CD, good for you. There's never going to be another one, I don't think. I don't know, but and these vinyls, I ordered 200 of them. I have 60 left, and when they're gone, they're probably gone. I don't plan on looking back. I'm on the next album now, and when we get this one done, I'll order 200 of them. I'll order maybe 300 CDs. We'll make them available on the website, and when they're gone, they're gone.
And you're gonna burn the masters on live TV?
No.
Oh, fuck hell!
They're locked away. They're locked away, man. They're locked away. You'll never find them. Nobody will ever find them. I hired Tom Petty's attorney to hold on to them for me.
Oh, Tom, is it? What do you think? Do you think in the division of different realities, AI and all these different things, so there'll probably be some huge, big stars that come out of that aren't real.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I definitely believe that's already happening. There's a lot of that in other industries besides music. There's tons of that going on, and it's going to get more and more. I think at some point we're not going to know who's real and who's not, it's just going to be what it is. Sounds bleak. Somebody could be watching this in 10 years and they'll be like, are those two people real people? Are they even real? I don't even know what this Michael Paul Reed stuff. Come on. Brettwoods, get out of here.
I know it's gonna be like my imagination goes to such a weird place with it when I kind of titillate that question. It's just like visually, it just goes into like a really wacky, kind of funny, cartoony
Yeah,
way. Kind of like it's if it's gonna be absurd, it's gonna be probably pretty weird. And
yeah.
but weird will be like commonplace, but like weird will be weird. Like how weird does weird get? We're talking about like a half platypus, half man thing going walking around, like
Yeah,
inventing the what in a or have the aliens landed by that time, or have
maybe. I don't know.
we landed on them,
They
or
could, yeah, right. Well, that's the thing about aliens. I love thinking about stuff. I wonder, like, we have this idea that aliens don't look like us. Like, why aren't they like us? Maybe they look just like us. Maybe they're just as advanced as we are. Maybe they're not going to get, like you said, maybe we'll get to them first. I don't know.
and then the other thing is that when I was having a bunch of psychedelic experiences, even before that though, like having I'm sort of can sometimes see myself as a third person in my own life,
Yeah, okay.
the not sure who who's I don't know, it's just a trip, but like it's like you're watching your life, but also you're focused, you can see, go in and out of this, but like it's like I mean we were doing some stuff is called walk-ins.
Mm-hmm.
They were talking about like, like people walking into this body.
Uh-huh.
Uh and that was interesting because that was around the time it's just a lot of psychedelic, like hardcore mushroom ecstasy stuff, but stuff that was happening before my childhood. But like, I think if we can, we're all sort of aliens, right?
Yeah,
We're if there's nothing else on this planet like a human.
right.
So, I mean, we're not like a rhino, we're not like a giraffe, we're not like a whale, but we
Right.
all come from the same place.
Right.
So there's all these multidimensional sort of things at play,
Yes.
so it's like,
Well, yeah.
being afraid of an alien species, or I think that's the more animalistic or human, but we are still dealing with our animal selves, trying to get out of that. And some people don't even think about people being animals. Like
Right. No, that's
I've had to
true.
remind people a couple times, you got a tooth right there, that I think that sharp tooth right there
Yeah.
is it rotten kill something. It wasn't just eating pudding all day. It was like
Right. Right.
you're born to the planet, will die on the planet, and the things that this, Alan Watts said this thing that the how that what the planet makes it peoples, it makes people.
Yeah.
The planet makes things.
Yes.
It was like the Garden of Eden here. So
Yes. Yeah. I think about that, when I think about, like, also, what if they're not like us? I think about the idea of, let's say you and I have lived on this planet our whole life, but we've never heard of a fish
yeah,
or anything that lives underwater. Never heard of it. Never even had a concept of it. And somebody goes, it has eyes.
yeah.
It has skin. It sort of breathes, but underwater. It would be like a whole new what? Like, I mean, our brains would break just thinking about it.
Oh
So
yeah.
I think about that too. Like, what if there are interplanetary species or whatever? Not to get too weird, but like, I'm just open. I don't
Let's get
know.
weird.
What if they're, yeah, let's get weird. What if they're like plasmatic beings that don't exist in what like, it could be completely like us, but not like us too, And so my brain goes, like, when everybody's so sure of a concept, it's like, well, that concept's been ingrained in your subconscious by your culture and where you grew up and the conversations you've heard surrounding it. One of my music teachers, Mr. Giebler, uh, one time introduced me to a concept that blew my mind, the concept of apperception. And it's different than perception. You're probably familiar with this, but they always described it in philosophy and psychology and whatnot as the idea that you're born, your eyes open, you look across the room and you see a chair. And throughout your life, every time you see a chair, your brain remembers the first chair you saw and compares every chair to that chair. And that's your apperception of the world, like a fingerprint. Everything, the first song you ever heard, that was your apperception of music. Nobody can ever like uncast that spell of your apperception. And so here we all are. And so a music teacher who taught me more than music, right? Like those are the kind of teachers we need in the world, right? Like you made my mind expand. And I started to learn things about myself and how my perspective is just limited. It's just so limited on, and I'm basing every memory on my memory of that memory. And it's like, it's our apperception is growing and living. And so when people say aliens, we don't know what that means. Guaranteed we don't know what that means. Like we think about little green men and stuff, you know?
Yeah, I think
But
the closest thing we're going to get to is I think the aliens, whatever they are made mushrooms, and mushrooms are a way to contact and get your time travel on and get the dissolve the
yeah,
trauma. Not every for everybody. Some people fucking should never do mushrooms. Um, and some people it can really help out a lot and connect you back to the intergalactic species that we are and how we're kind of like in the planet, we're of the planet. So we can't
yeah,
being being an alien, being an alien isn't like it's like there's nothing. If we're an alien or they're an alien, then the planet's an alien. It's all we're in the middle of fucking a galactic fucking soup. It's like
yeah.
what the so this is just an examination of that, whatever that looks like, and this is how it's portrayed and put out. But if it's gonna be more than anything, more than this moment in time,
Mm-hmm.
it's most likely not. So
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
you know it's so I guess it can be overwhelming, but it also like you go through like that that's a trip like when you go through that compassion fatigue.
yes,
I've
yes, it
never
is.
felt that before. I was like, that's I don't like that. What is that? Because your
Yeah,
energy's down and like it's like then I looked it up online. Something came up compassion fatigue. I read the
yeah,
definition. I was like, holy shit.
yeah. Caregiver strain, compassion fatigue, those are very real things. And I don't, I mean, I read a pamphlet right away when they put me on hospice, when I was sentenced to my stay. And it was a pamphlet that prepared you for the fact that, I mean, it was dark. Like it talked about you wanting them to not suffer anymore and dealing with those thoughts and yeah, it's tough, man. It's really tough. And I feel for anyone who's going through that right now, like yourself. I'm sorry for that happening.
Well, I mean, I don't I must be a chipper kind of person or something because I feeling up. You go upbeat and then you go whoa, and you go
Yeah,
upbeat and you go whoa. And you're like, hold on, stop it. But
yeah,
I mean, it's just providing somebody with a comfy exit.
yeah, yeah. You're
I
doing a
mean,
good thing. You're doing an amazing thing. And there's no thanks that you can possibly get out of this. That's you're just doing it to be awesome. That's what you are doing something that is awesome. It's
well,
very human of you and it's beautiful.
oh well, thanks. And I say that I mean, I think a lot of people are like in my generation or right now have I know a few friends that have already been through this process with their mother or father,
Mm,
and now they're kind of going through whatever their next step with that is.
yes.
It's just people I know lots of people, so it's almost like hereditary that I mean, I didn't know Cheryl and Fred as much as I know them now before I was in LA and doing gallivanting and doing being silly. But to it's a multi-dimensional situation.
Yes. Yes.
And I like multi-dimensional. I can deal. That's actually my sweet spot. I
Right
like
on.
I like layers and things. I like paint layers. But
Yes.
the trip to I think it's smooth. I think it's not. I mean, it's nothing where I know people that are dealing with worse situations. And I
Mhm.
don't mean worse by somebody had commented or mentioned that like this is so sad. It's like, well, it's not really sad. It's just he's you know, it's life. It's like it's
Yeah.
just, it's not, I don't know if I would call it sad. I don't know if that's the
Yeah.
what I would call it, but it's more like just helping somebody go and have
Yeah.
a good time while they're here and try to feed them.
Yeah.
But like there are more people that are doing much more extreme work than what mine's been cushy compared to, I'm sure, a lot.
Well, it can always be, but it's still amazing. And yeah, you do a lot of introspection. You brought that up earlier. I wrote a song that's going to be on this new album, Sunsetting. Our first album's called The Process of Illumination, and the second album's called Sunsetting. And I wrote a song. A lot of these songs were written 10 years ago. Like September Moon, I wrote that in like 2007. Um, but I have hundreds of songs, and I want to get them out. But I wrote "Wish You Well." That's going to be on the second album with my dad in the other room, coughing. I mean, let's be real. He was struggling for breath, and I wrote this song, and it was an introspective song about questioning whether I even had a soul. Like I was just really in that place where I was just like, wishing that I had found a spark, and been able to share it with him while he was here.
Yeah.
It's tough, man, and that's what my songs are about. Is like this exact stuff that we're talking about. A lot of my songs come from that place. And when I write songs, some of them, I have no idea what they're about when I write them. Like some songwriters, they're story writers. Some songwriters, they write songs and they're like, this is a thing that happened to me, or this is a character I dreamt up. Most of my songs, not all of them, they come from an emotion or a feeling, and I just let them happen. And sometimes I'll listen back, and it's like I get to be a fan of the song myself, and years later it'll mean something to me that I had no idea it would ever
Yeah.
mean to me.
Right.
And "Wish You Well" is the song that was born during a time similar to the one you're going through for me, and I just hope my songs will reach people who need them, like where they can break out of those negative thoughts and realize that there's beauty in the world. Music is the only thing I can see myself being a part of in that. And you do art, you paint, you document, you're a filmmaker. You have a lot of avenues of art that you do, and that's what we're here to do. Like, is share something deeper than the moment with people.
And also, like, there's some people in the world that don't do have any outlets, and it shows.
Yes.
And I think one of the things that is important is that anybody can do it.
Yeah. Yes.
You gotta just
Yes. It's not magic. I was just
go
talking
through
about that
yourself.
this morning.
Yeah, it's not just you just gotta. I met so many different people that give up on creativity and
Yes.
so many different dynamics.
Yep.
What they wanted to
Yep.
get out of it, what they thought. Some people, there's one girl, I think she was Ukrainian or something. I met her on Main Street in Santa Monica selling art, and she's like, she goes, I used to paint. I said, oh, you should paint some more. She goes, I said, do some paint. She goes, well, I didn't sell anything, so I stopped painting.
Uh,
If you're doing it for the money.
yeah, yeah, it's not like that for us. Yeah, that's silly. I mean,
like,
I've tried to do it for the money. It doesn't work.
it's funny. It's fucking hilarious.
I mean, you try to do it for the money until it doesn't happen, and then you realize you're not doing it for the money.
What are you drinking? Kombucha?
Vitamin water.
Damn, boy. Hey,
Yep.
okay, we're gonna wrap it up soon, but if you want to talk to the camera, I gotta take a quick leak real quick.
Okay.
If you want, I'll put you on full frame and you can just talk whatever you want while I'm gone. You can talk about
All right. That'd be great.
It'll be about two. Well, thanks for playing.
Yeah.
So what's your morning routine?
Get up.
Do you get up and get coffee and eggs? Do you go for a 10-mile run?
Good question.
Do you do a bunch of sit-ups?
I get up, I take a shower, and I rush to work. That's what I do every morning. I get as much sleep on the morning end of the sleep cycle as I can because I stay up terribly late. And so I'm always just like trying to make it. I always make it on time, but it's a rush. I just get up, coffee, shower, and go to work. That's what I do. I don't eat. I hardly eat until afternoon, evening. Yep.
You got some power bars or anything? You doing any power bar stuff?
Honestly, I don't really have an appetite in the morning,
which
is probably weird. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't really eat.
The time change thing just happened, and that always fucks me up.
Yep.
And my sleeping and my eating is all over the place right now.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm not hungry for anything. I got power bars that I like to eat. I mean,
I wish I could say I did push-ups and sit-ups and had a whole thing, but I just go to work.
Still say it. It might not be true, but you can still say it.
Yeah. Not me though.
Like, I know this time change the thing is fucking me up hard because it's like it gets dark at like 5. Now
yeah.
It's gonna be what time is it right now? It's like
I don't know.
3:47.
Okay.
Look how dark it's getting.
Yeah.
You can't really see it. Actually, it's pretty.
It looks nice on the camera. It looks like a nice bright day right now, but over there it's probably darker.
It's pretty. I like
it is beautiful.
Oregon's pretty.
I agree. It's the most beautiful place I've probably ever lived.
Do you think people are nicer here? What do you think about the people?
Yeah. I mean, but people, it's like everywhere there's jerks and everywhere there's great people. I happen to have run into an overwhelming amount of great people here. That is true.
I like Silverton a lot.
Me too. Lucky to have found that awesome place.
Yeah, Silver Falls is amazing.
Yes, and I've taught. Corey told me I've taught 16,000 lessons since I've worked at Soundstream. I've had like 3 negative interactions, like 3 or 4. That's it. So that's statistically pretty good.
Yeah, I like. Man, I want to make a little movie over there in Silverton.
Yeah.
Do some filming or something.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do a music video for you when you get over there.
Nice. I'm close to Woodburn now, right now, where I'm living, but I spend most of my time in Silverton. So.
Yeah. Do you eat the patio on Max's place?
Yeah, sometimes. Absolutely.
The best patio, the one in the back to the left.
Love it.
In the corner.
Yes, and the Crafters Market right there is a beautiful spot too. Silver Falls Brewery was the place that hosted our CD release. We played in front of the Palace Theater for the Shindig this year. That was amazing. Silverton's just got awesome places.
Don't tell everybody.
Oh yeah. Silverton's kind of weird. It's got nothing for you. Don't move there. Certainly don't move there.
Certainly don't move there before I can move there.
Yeah, right.
I thought of I think about sometimes if I ever had a place there, but I don't know if I could handle it because it's so small.
Yeah.
That's part of what you like about it. But I mean, I would probably start crawling the ceiling after.
Yeah, there's they got everything you need there, but I mean, well, unless don't move there. Just don't move there.
Don't move there. Terrible place. Don't have any bridges over a river or anything like that.
None of that.
No great hiking at all over there.
Right.
So when do you expect this your new album to come out? What do you want? Okay, so we've done the beginning,
yes,
middle, and so we should probably do the end.
Yeah.
Podcast. What do you want to like? How do you? It sounds like you pretty much have a grip on reality. It sounds like you're doing what you want to do. You're not angst. You're not angry. You're producing beautiful music, and you're have a beautiful partner, and you guys
Yeah.
work well together, and you're
Yep.
on your second album, and you're doing vinyl, and you're like,
Yeah.
the not a lot of albums, like 200.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so it's each one's like an art piece,
Yes.
basically.
It's great. That's a great way to categorize it. Yeah. That's the way I see it.
Where does Michael Paul Reed go from here?
Sunsetting will come out probably around the end of summer 2026. And we'll release the documentary that we're making about a year later. I mean, we're going to start really working on it when we get all the footage from recording the sessions. And I will say a little something. I'm not sure exactly how this is going to be, so I don't want to like commit to too much of this, but I'll give a little tease. I believe that this documentary will open the new chapter. I want to build a network of artists that are local musicians that have aspirations to remain local musicians, but share their music with the world. And so this documentary, I want to kind of shine a light on the real music industry. There are a lot of albums being made and Grammys being won out there that the whole world thinks this is what music is. But if you go to the back porch of Mac's place after Matt Price hosts an open mic, or Jake Prohar hosts an open mic or something at the Crafters Market, and you sit around with real musicians, or you hang out with some of the great bluegrass bands of Oregon, you realize that the real music that's being made every day overwhelmingly is by just people that aren't famous, by people who are sharing their talents with their friends. And in a way, I want to, with this documentary, make it okay for people to just make music and not worry about getting 100 million views on this or that, and not get wrapped up in this idea that you're not relevant if you're a local musician, or you're not really a part of the music world until somebody recognizes you from way up there.
Don't wait for that part. Don't wait for that.
Yeah, do it now. Exactly. So I want this documentary, I'm hoping that it'll open up a connection with musicians that are exhausted and with trying to fit in to this or overarching structure that is built to exclude us, you know? And so, yeah, that's the future. I want to find a way to make it okay for people who aren't even fully confident in their ability to write songs to start sharing those songs as they are, with no shame, with love for the game, you know? It's about the journey, like you were saying. It's about, and in a way, it could save lives, you know, people having an outlet, having a form of expression.
The whole point. That's the whole point.
Yes. I have students who come to me for guitar lessons, and they feel like they need to let me know, you know, like, I don't want to be a professional. I don't want to. It's like, calm down.
Trust me, it's not gonna happen. Just do have fun.
Just do the thing. It might, you know, and it might surprise me, you know, like let's just get in there.
Oh, the rawness of youth is crazy. The creativity, like when I had 30 of those little fuckers in a room.
Yeah.
The amount of, because I used to teach in various stages, like I forget, like I think kindergarten to like 7th grade, I've taught various forms of that.
Yeah.
But you get like they're just overflowing with creativity.
Yes.
That's so inspiring as a teacher.
Yes.
So you do get it back, because there's like little surprises, like, oh my God, this is really fucking good, dude. Like, do that. Don't stop. All right. Just, you're not gonna know each other for long. If you could pass along a message to them that they belong. Like, I remember Mr. McLagan, my art teacher in high school. He taught me he became a mentor. He was like a Yoda. I used to teach him because he smoked. That's all. You smoking? He's all, no. What? Yeah. And he got married to the English teacher in there. He's great, Mr. McLagan. Died.
Yes.
I wish I tried. Anyways, Mr. McLagan, imprinted me with something. That's a teacher. That's
Yeah.
like somebody who did, he was completely that. I will never forget him.
Yeah.
And for what those little tiny things they told me, in,
Yeah.
like having a place in a painting where there's nothing going on.
Yeah.
That way your eye can create a rhythm. It has a place to stop. And so it goes. So
Wow.
rhythm. So that's a very important thing that he taught
Yeah.
me. I'll never forget that. I've used it all my life. And so
Yeah.
so teachers and all that stuff are really, really great, and the creativity, and they lose it over time. That's the sad. That's why where our angst is like, don't stop losing it because you had it and you can still have it again. You know, it's not
Yes.
over yet. Don't go jumping off a building.
Right.
Put on a
Yeah.
sport suit and do something fun, or I don't know, like anything but that.
Right. Absolutely.
But I think that's I'm inspired by the inspired. You know, it's a reciprocal thing,
Yes. Yes. Me too.
and that's probably what you get on stage as well when you play as well, right? You
Yeah.
feel energy, obviously, it's addicting, and
Yeah. I do love
let's do
performing.
that
Yes.
again.
Yeah. I love it. I do love it. I feel very alive in the studio making albums, like, and playing live is right under that for me. But I love all of it. I do. Uh, yeah. Yeah.
Think that you got your songs down to a point where are they variations of each other? Are you guys doing a little free fall in between? Are you guys like mixing it up a little bit, with the, or do you play it straight every time?
Oh, I see what you're asking. Yeah. There's a goal of mine to be able to play every song that we record, all of my songs, exactly like the record, but never to do so. And so, yeah, I try to express what the room. I really do. I really try to dig into the room, right, that I'm in, or the moment I'm in, and express the song. So, like, I'll play it fast, a little bit faster, because I feel like that's the energy.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, we do vary it. I want that to be under our control, though, Brett. And I got to be honest, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's called a mistake.
That's the other question.
Yep. Yeah.
Well,
Sometimes
but
I slip up.
in those mistakes come ingenuity, and
Yeah, you got to
dare I say it,
recover.
maybe every once in a while a spark of genius comes out of the mistake.
Hopefully. Yeah. My band was
I've made
laughing at
enough
me.
mistakes to know. Hopefully, that's what I'm banking on.
My band was laughing at me because, like, the guitar solos on some of the songs on the first album, I have a hard time with them. I'm the one who played them, but I sometimes I'm like, what in the world is that guy doing? And I can't figure it out. It's like, so I got to get out of my head and just be in the moment sometimes. But
And also the moments like being captured though too, like those strings, you might not play them again and again like that ever again.
yeah,
So to have them chronically, like Beethoven didn't have that. Beethoven didn't have like a fucking studio to like. I mean, yeah,
right.
to go back and forth, rewind back.
No, right, right.
Like so, we're like even getting more detailed into the matrix. We're into the guts of like the
Yeah,
pulling things from one another
yep,
and like
yes,
Bauhaus like stuff like
right.
really interesting because the same with music is like art in a way. It's a I could never be a musician. I love music, but like it's like I can see the layers in it. Like that's what I can see in when I hear music that I like is the different crazy little layering of it, like paint on a canvas. Like
Yeah,
it feels like to me.
yep, yes. It's a beautiful corollary, between visual art and audible art. I see it all the time. I mean, there's vibrations in colors, and it's very related, probably more than we realize.
Well, I think that the first thing of reality, I could be completely insane, but it was the sound. That's what
Yeah.
there was nothing before sound,
Yeah. Yeah.
because that
I'll
creates
go, I'll go with you there.
like a high, you're like in your, if you go to your embryonic state and like just the even like a that small zzz,
Yep.
there's something happening. There's some sort of energy line there that's
Yes.
like creating a sound wave that then fluctuates and creates all reality and creates like, things in wood, density and property
Yes.
in things, atoms, I guess, or whatever. I'm not, but like it just seems like like that's the fun part about life is like it's crazy like that, right? No.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Uh, Well, thanks for letting me get completely stoned and hang out with you. Is there anything else we want to talk about before we go? Or you want
Well,
to zip it up? I mean, there was the one thing. There was a couple of things I wanted to mention about it. Then I forgot it again. It was what were you gonna say?
oh no, I want to go with what you've got on your mind, please.
No, there was a couple of things where it was like, but no, what you were gonna say something. Oh, it'll come back to me.
Okay, I was going to bring up the Grateful Dead concerts that I
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
interrupted you about.
I love
I wanted
Grateful
to hear
Dead.
about the Grateful Dead.
Oh my
Did
god,
you see Jerry?
I saw Jerry, baby.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
that's what I
yeah.
wanted to know.
Yeah, yeah, I saw Jerry. I was like I think the first concert I went to was at Shoreline. No, I think that was the second. They all get mixed up. The first one was my Jill, my manager at Marie Callender's, gave me a ticket to the Grateful Dead because she couldn't make it.
Yes.
Her husband
Okay.
her husband couldn't make it. And she said that if you want this, I'll give it to you and I'll give you the day off.
Yeah.
And so I was like, give me that ticket. And so I got some LSD or some mushrooms, and and this is like a 25, 26-year-old Brett. So I was pretty weird. Uh, but yeah, as I drove there, Shakedown Street was amazing. Cop told me I bought a big shirt with a pot leaf on it. I was drinking beer in the Shakedown. I was at home. It
Yeah.
home from and this is in no, it was in 95. Yeah, 95. Um, but yeah, it was a I had a middle seat right parallel, same level seating wise to Jerry. It was great. Saw everybody
Yes.
naked. Everybody seemed like um um and I took it ahead of LSD or something. I don't. uh, And the cop in the parking lot, the shakedown, told me he's all because I must have looked like just a kid, like a baby, and he's all pour your beer out. I said this.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, yeah, pour your beer out. This big black cop, he's about 6 foot, and I was like, yeah, oh, no problem. I'm tripping on mushrooms and
Yes.
like completely loose cannon. He could have been so mean to me, but he was so nice. And he was like, just no, yeah, pour the beer out on the ground.
Yeah.
I said, here, the ground. Oh yeah, yeah. It's yeah, pour it out. And so he was nice. And then I went and had a great time, blah blah. Drove home, chilled out in Venice, and yeah, that was a great night. I saw a vision of everybody in the audience when the lights would hit them. They're all naked and having like wrapped around each other and like making out. So there's a lot of love at that. But after the lights turn up, it's a different story.
Yeah.
When the lights
Yeah,
are
but
off, everybody can see each other. Get out of there quick. Everybody's an alien. But I managed to get Bill's number fleeing the spot the first time. Like this girl named I think her name was Alexandria. I got her number on the back of my stub.
right on.
Never got in contact with her, but it's a LSD ridden love fest. Who knows
Yeah.
where anybody's from, but that was a good time. That was a good time. That was one, and the Fish is also very good to see live. Fish
Would
is
love it. Would love it.
yeah,
I've been watching a lot of concerts from the comfort of my home on like, tiny desk and stuff. But I got to see Bob Dylan, Willie Nelson, Billy Strings this year. I get to see some shows every once in a while.
Where was Willie playing?
The Ridgefield. There was that amphitheater in Washington.
Did he play with Lucas? Did Lucas come along?
Oh, yep, yes.
I knew Lucas back in the day.
Right on, right on.
I was gonna try to do a music video for him.
Oh, right on. That's cool. Well,
yeah,
that was an experience.
Yeah, he was a good guy. He was a good guy. And then my friend, this chick who she banged him, but I also knew I was a bartender at the bar. It's called the Stronghold in Venice. And
you're saying too much, Brett. You're saying too much. I'm just kidding.
No, fuck him. She's a born again Christian now. She banged everybody.
Oh gosh.
But the thing is, me and Lucas were friends, and then she banged her, and I'm friends with her boyfriend as well. So I was like, oh, whatever you guys want to do, it's all good.
Oh well, yeah.
He found out, so I think he stopped kind of like connection. But I saw him after that. He's good. But he bought me. I asked him if he'd buy me some beers. He goes, "Yeah, I'll buy some beers." And I think I bought a couple of too many beers on his tab.
Oh no!
I kind of made him mad.
He might not like you, man. No.
Oh, I saw him after that. We shook hands.
Oh, good.
The people that are in his family, like they're they only work sort of with each other.
Oh yeah.
They're kind of like I love Lucas. He's a fucking prodigy. He's fucking stellar. It's like I'd never seen somebody. I asked him to sing On the Road Again in this place, and it was like transcendental the way he's got it's something that you don't have. Like I'm not saying you, but I'm saying like people don't.
Nobody has it.
I'm saying it's like it seems effortless for him.
Yeah. Yep.
And so, but he's a great guy. He's a great. I love Lucas, but him and his father and is Mika the other kid still there? The other guitarist. He's got another.
I didn't get all their names. I wish I knew names better. That's probably why I'm not in the business, Brett.
You are in the business. You are your business. But you don't want to
know the names.
No. But yeah, they're great. But they want to tend to do filmmaking with people that they know.
Yeah, I get it.
It's not saying that's like being insulated or elitist, but I was almost there, and then he kind of got me off to his agent, and then I lost my way with those guys.
Oh man, well,
I dropped them off at we had a good time, but music is transcendent, and we need it forever. Look at these clouds. Oh
yeah.
I'm
looking. I'm waiting.
Oh God, I don't know if we're going.
Whoa, that's something.
Cotton balls.
Yo.
Cotton balls, Oregon cotton balls. Let's make sure I don't. It's my car on the street. All right. Okay, we're gonna pull this together. We're gonna ship this in. We're gonna make this happen. Let me just balance this out. There's a whole bunch of situations happening here.
Oh, you bet.
All right. So, what's the last good movie you saw?
Oh, movie. A student recommended a movie called The Words to me, and I loved it. It's a great movie. I'm not going to spoil it.
Was it a movie that you saw in the theater, or did you see it on like Netflix or something?
No, I borrowed it from my student and watched it at home. But as far as going out to the movie, honestly, it's been a long time. Michelle and I went and saw some Marvel movies. We've seen some of those, but honestly, I haven't been to a movie theater in years. Probably.
Did you see Dune 2?
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh my God.
I'm behind. I am behind on movies.
Dude.
I'm very behind.
Well, if you get a chance, go. Do you smoke? You probably shouldn't. There's kids, but you should see Dune 2.
Okay. Yes.
Like it says, you probably got a TV or something. Yes,
I could probably rent it on something, right?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I'm all about the laptop is where I watch YouTube videos mostly.
Yes, me too. Me too. All the time.
Oh, there was this thing that I wanted. There was this video that this lady said when I found it very inspiring is when I went off Facebook it kind of encapsulates things. She had these she's a YouTuber. She's I forget her name, so I don't have the video. But I saw it one night when I needed to see something, like that was positive, and she had four cups, half filled with water, and she goes, "This is your Facebook, this is your Instagram, this is your website, this is your YouTube."
Mm-hmm.
4 cups of water, half filled. So one's what is benefiting. What can you do? So what she does is basically pours those Instagram and Facebook into their website and their YouTube channel.
Okay.
Discarding the other ones.
Yeah.
And that allowed focus. The time that was wasted on those other 2 cups went into the other 2 cups.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah. Yes, it does.
I went off Facebook and Instagram for a month and got like so much fucking editing done. It was ridiculous.
Right on.
Because no more scrolling. It's like I don't know where the AI slop is going to happen, or we discuss it ad nauseum, but like it's like the human eye recognizes like inauthenticity. Help me out.
Inauthenticity.
There you go.
And my battery is possibly going to die on us.
So should we wrap it up? Do we wrap it up?
If my battery dies, Brett, I didn't hang up on you because you just want you to
Okay,
know.
so
that.
let's wrap it up. Let's tell them thanks for coming on the show. This is my 149th episode with Michael Paul Reed, musician, philosopher, great guy. And what do you want to wrap it up with as your phone dies and we can maybe get some last seconds out of you?
I want everyone to pick up a musical instrument or a paintbrush or whatever it was that you gave up on years ago and start again. Try it out. And like Brett said, go on a trip. If you don't like your life and you're miserable, skydive or something. Do something radical.
Anything but the other stuff.
Yeah, anything to keep your blood flowing. Just get out of it. Yeah.
And what do you want to introduce this September video?
September Moon, a song I wrote.
Tell us how you made it and why you wrote it and what it means to you, and then we'll go into it and we'll phase out
Great. Yeah, September Moon was the song that was written in about 3 minutes. It just is a song about loss. I mean, it is about loss. And we recently lost a fan who was a great friend of ours who that was their favorite song. They would always request it at every show. And so shout out to Bruce. This is for you, Bruce and Julia. This song was your favorite song, Bruce. And so if Julia's out there hearing this by chance, this is for you as well. It's a song about grief and about moving on and living your life. Even though your life seems like it's over at the time, there's always more.
Yay. What's your website again and all that?
Michael.
Oh, yeah. We rehearsed this earlier.
.com.
Raise it up. Oh, yeah. Okay, so should we end on that?
Sure.
All right. Well, thanks a lot for coming on this show, Mr. Michael.
You bet. That's me as a kid yelling out into the ocean or the lake. The Great Lakes.
The Great Lakes. What are you gonna do the rest of your night?
Probably play guitar, hang out with Michelle.
All right. Well, tell Michelle, thank you for letting us have so much time with you. And if she ever wants to do the podcast, let me know. And,
all right. Awesome.
Let's be in touch, and I'll send you a link and all that stuff and share if you can.
Yes.
With your people, but on your website or whatever you want to do. We'll end with the video one more time, and the name is
September Moon.
Woo! All right. I'll talk to you soon, man.
Thank you, Brett. Bye.
Right. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.
I hate to end. I don't want to end.
Sometimes I feel like I'm the only one who never knew the truth. Sometimes the feeling goes but never came too soon. I try to lock it up at night until the morning never came. Sometimes I feel like I'm alive, already gone but here to stay. Hey, hey, and it fades away too soon, like your September moon. And it's hard enough to say goodbye when you lost your love and you just won't try again. Tonight you said that you're